Only one more origami figure. Then I find my son. Things might have worked out between us, if circumstances had been different. She's the only person I can trust, but now I have to be alone to do what I have to do. I've already wasted too much time. I've got to get through this last trial. She's still asleep. No goodbyes, no explanations. I'll just leave before she wakes up. I should have guessed. All this time and I had no idea.
Ethan, what's the matter?
I thought I meant something to you.
Listen,
You're a pretty good nurse for a fucking journalist!
Ethan, I wanted to tell you, but...
What kind of article were you gonna write? My life with a serial killer? No. How I caught the origami killer. Maybe you'll get a book deal. I hope it was fucking worth it!
Ethan, it's not what you think.
You lied to me, Madison! All this time you fucking lied to me! I thought you wanted to help me, but you're only thinking of writing a fucking book?
it's true. I'm a journalist. And I knew that you were the father of the boy who had disappeared, and I wanted to cover the story. But then I saw what you were going through to save your son. And I understood how much you love him. I wanted to tell you the truth, but I couldn't. I was afraid that you may not believe me. I was afraid that you'd ask me to go. All I want is for you to find your son alive. And when it's all over, I want to be with you. I'm sorry, Ethan. I'm so sorry. You're leaving, aren't you?
It's the last origami favor. The last letters, then I'll know where Sean is.
Take care, Ethan. I can't lose you now. I'm gonna go find something to eat. Wait for me. I'll be back in 10 minutes. I think I'm starting to fall in love. I was so afraid he wouldn't believe me. Wrong move, idiot. I should have admitted everything earlier. Now we gotta find his son. And I think I know where to start looking. We'll find his son and prove he's innocent. I'll be able to help him now that he knows who I am. Cops. They're looking for Ethan. It looks like a raid. What's going on?
Isn't this great? Like being in a TV show. Who'd have thought it? The origami killer renting a room here. He registered under a false name, but I recognized his face.
Come on, what was the damn number? Crap, that's not it. Come on! Pick up the phone!
Hello?
The cops. They're in the motel. You've got to get out of here.
He's still on the move! Get him! He's making a run for it! He's on the balcony! Don't move!
Lieutenant, I got him. Game over.
My son's gonna die! You gotta save him! Please! Save my son! I beg you. You're his last chance. Save my son.
Lauren?
I'm sorry, Scott.
You should have listened to me, Mr. Shelby. I told you to drop the investigation.
Your son is a serial killer. How many people does he have to kill before you turn him in?
Gordy has his faults, but he's still my son. You have no children, Mr. Shelby. You can't possibly understand. You leave me no choice. Your investigation is over. For good.
The windshield! The water's pushing it in. Quick! There isn't a second to lose! Goddamn fool. Nothing's gonna work if I don't switch on that ignition. Oh, shit! Shit! kill you.
They're gonna pay for everything they've done. I'm gonna waste that cocksucker.
Stay back! Don't come near me, or I'll shoot!
Fucking asshole.
Please, don't... Oh!
Bastard! Lauren is dead! You fucking killed her!
Stop! Stop! I beg you!
Your idiot son killed all those kids, didn't he? He's the origami killer.
No! No! He's innocent! He's not a killer! Not a killer! Oh! Oh! Oh!
You're a fucking liar. Now tell me the truth.
No! No, please! Don't hurt me!
Last chance.
I don't know! I swear! I don't know anything! Stop! Stop! I beg you. I'll tell you. I'll tell you everything.
Gordy always wanted his fun, you know. He wanted to be like the origami killer. He kidnapped that kid and he held him under the water for a little too long. It was an accident. An unfortunate accident. He just wanted to play. He told me everything. He was crying. He was so sorry for what had happened. Whatever he did, Gordy is my son. No one will miss him.
What?
That boy, Gordy killed. No one will miss him. He was street trash, like so many others. Oh,
You disgusting pile of shit. And what about John Shepard? Why did you put flowers on his grave?
I own the construction site where he died. I never forgot. I've been putting flowers on his grave for 30 years.
John had a twin brother. What happened to him?
I don't know. He was adopted, I think. His mother should know. Her name is Anne. Anne Shepard. That girl, Lauren, she was just a whore. You'll forget her in no time. Come and work for me, Shelby. I'll pay you well. You'll be able to have all the girls you want.
But never say her name again. You hear me? Never.
My heart! My heart! Quickly! I need my pills. In that drawer, there.
I'm no better than him if I let him die. I can't let him die, even though he deserves it. He killed Lauren. He got what he deserved. Fucking bastard. Let him die.
Shelby! Come back! I fucking order you! Come back!
John Shepard died 30 years ago. Hope his mother has all the answers to this puzzle. Only a few hours left before Shaun Mars dies. Hope I'm not wasting my time. Hello, I'm looking for Anne Shepard's room.
Please sign the visitor's book. Are you a member of the family?
Yeah, you could say that.
Oh, she'll be pleased to have a visitor. No one ever comes to see her. With the Alzheimer's, she has trouble remembering things, but it'll still please her, you know. It's room 19 at the end of the corridor.
Thank you. Room 19. Where is that? Room 19. Where is that?
Hello, Mrs. Shepherd.
Is it time for my pills already?
No, Mrs. Shepherd,
They're never on time with my pills. I don't know what they do here. In the other hospital, they were always on time. But here...
I came to talk about your son, Mrs. Shepherd.
My son? I have no son.
Do you remember John?
My Johnny. He is a good little boy, you know.
Try to remember, Mrs. Shepherd. John's twin brother was placed with a foster family after the accident. What was the name of the foster family?
I asked them for a television, you know. They said I didn't have enough money. It's a pity. I'm fond of television.
Your other son, Mrs. Shepherd, John's twin brother. What was his name?
What other son? I have no other son. I never had any children.
You had a son named John, and John had a twin brother.
Do you have my pills? It's time for my pills.
I know what happened at Carnaby Square. Do you remember?
Carnaby Square. I think I used to live there a long time ago. We didn't have much money at the time, you know. We had to make do with very little.
This woman might be the origami killer's mother. Must be some way to get her to remember. All right, no point in wasting my time. I won't learn anything more by staying here. It'd take days, if not longer, to find the name of the family that adopted her son. Sean Mars would be dead by then.
I love origami, but that's not my favorite one. I love origami, but that's not my favorite one. Oh, you know how to do these little dogs, too. My children loved origami. I taught them how to do it. John loved the little dogs. He always wanted to call them Max. Max, Max, Max. All dogs with the same name. I was wasting my time telling him they couldn't all have the same name. But he always wanted his paper dogs Max. It's funny, isn't it?
You don't seem to get many flowers, Mrs. Shepherd.
No, but I love them. My son knows that I love flowers. I know he'll bring me some.
Are these your children, Mrs. Shepherd? John and his brother? Is that them?
They're good little boys. Their father never looked after them, always drinking. They didn't have an easy life, you know.
Does Mrs. Shepherd ever talk about her past?
It's not all very clear to her now. Sometimes she'll remember the oddest things, though. I suppose if she sees something that reminds her of her past.
I'm looking for her other son. He was adopted. I mean, he's probably changed his name. Is there any official documentation on Mrs. Shepherd?
No. There's nothing, really. Nothing about her family. I guess if her son was adopted, then she's the only one who could tell you about that.
Does she get many visitors?
She's been here for 10 years, and you're the first. Sometimes, if you show her things, it seems to trigger a memory from her past. You might get it to remember.
Thanks for the advice. Show her things that take her back. Her memory is coming back. Don't stop now. Just remember. Show her things that take her back. Show her things that take her back.
What a lovely orchid. My sons loved orchids. We used to grow them in the back. When John died, I laid orchids on his grave. I cried when they told me. I'd already lost one of my children, and now they were taking away another one, you understand.
The foster family, Mrs. Shepherd. What was the name of the foster family that adopted John's brother?
They were really very nice people. I met them, you know. In the beginning, I used to go and see my little boy. And then I got sick and I couldn't go any longer. Perhaps he thought I'd forgotten him. He must have thought I didn't love him anymore.
His name, Mrs. Shepherd. What was his name?
But I loved him. If you only knew how much I missed him.
Please, Anne. His name. What was his name?
Come closer.
We've only got a few more hours left to save Shaun Mars. There has to be a goddamn clue somewhere. It's probably staring me in the face. This kid's gonna die, and I'm going around in circles!
All packed up and ready to go?
What are you talking about?
The investigation's over. We know who did it. We no longer need your services anymore, Norman. So you can ride your files all the way back to Washington. I'd be lying if I said I was gonna miss you.
The investigation isn't over. You have absolutely nothing on Mars.
Mars is guilty. Case closed. Anyway, it's no concern of yours now. You're off the case. So pack up and fuck off.
Blake, you are an unbalanced, psychopathic asshole!
I'll take that as a compliment. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you think. I found the origami killer. Everyone's happy. End of story. Have a nice trip back, Norman.
The killer's name is here. Somewhere in this data. I just have to find it. Find it before it's too late.
Oh, one last thing, sir. You should be careful not to overindulge in you know what. It can be dangerous. Very dangerous. It'll end up killing you if you're not careful. That would be most unfortunate, sir.
Two receipts from the same gas station. Might be near the killer's home. That doesn't get us anywhere. The killer lives in this zone. 342 people live around there. Not good enough. Gotta find a means of identifying the killer more precisely. The gun the killer left at the Blue Lagoon. Perhaps there's some way of tracing its history. Impounded in a police case 5 years ago, the gun is still supposed to be in police custody. Who checked it out? If not a cop. Ari was in record mode when I was fighting with the killer. Perhaps there's something on it. The sword was already in Paco's office. It's got nothing to do with the killer. Gold watch. I'm sure I've seen this before somewhere. The watch they give for promotions to lieutenant. The killer is a cop. Looks like the killer is a cop. Carter Blake! That would explain the dead-end investigation and his desire to frame Ethan Mars. There's only one cop in that geoprofiling zone. Gotcha. He owns a warehouse on the docks. If I'm wrong, Sean Mars is dead.
Need to get help fast. John's gonna drown. John's gonna drown. Hold on, bro. I'll find someone. Then we'll come back and save you. Mom's work is too far away. I'd never make it in time. This place is completely deserted. There's no one around to help. Dad, I've gotta get Dad. He's the only one that can save John. Gotta move. Gotta find someone. The water's still rising. John won't be able to hang on for long.
Leave me alone.
You gotta come, Dad. Come on, John's gonna die. John's gonna die.
Well, that'll be one less greedy mouth to feed, won't it? Go away.
Please, Dad, I'm begging you. John's gonna die. John's gonna
What
die,
did I tell ya? Scrap!
Please, Dad. You've got to save John. I tried, John. I really tried. But he wouldn't come. Please don't die, John. Please. Don't forget about my Scotty.
I should have informed the police. But I had no proof. Just the statement of an old woman who's lost her memory. The moment of truth. If Ann Shepard gave me the right name, the origami killer lives here. The killer might be here. I better be careful. Let's hope he's not home. If he's in his apartment, I'll pretend I got the wrong floor. Lost your touch, girl. The origami killer's apartment. The There must be something that'll tell me where Sean Mars is. Gotta be fast. He could come back any time. I'll go through it, room by room, but there's bound to be some kind of clue. That's where the smell of burning comes from. Evidence going up in smoke. A cop's uniform. Always trust a cop. That's why children went with him. He was dressed as a cop. Shelby could come back at any moment. Sean Mars. Oh, the lunatic's been watching him drown. But it's some kind of a well filling up with rain, slowly drowning him. Oh, there's not much time left. There must be something here showing where the well is. Shit, it needs a password. Got it. Max. The name John gave to his paper dogs when he was a child. What the hell is that? An address. It's gotta be where Sean Mars is. Hurry. There's no time to lose. That's enough. Now I get out of here and I call the police.
So you found my little secret?
It's over, Scott. All those children killed just to find a father capable of saving his son?
Shut up! You don't understand.
There's one child left. There might still be time to save him. Let him go. Do what your father couldn't do. I won't be able to breathe for much longer. A few minutes at most. Don't panic. Just stay calm and think. I'm gonna lose consciousness in a few minutes. Unless I do something now. Think, Matt, think! I gotta find some way to protect myself from the heat and smoke. I mustn't breathe in the smoke. Wet clothes will give me a better chance of surviving. Smoke seeping through the door. Oh, I'm gonna suffocate. No point in trying to get out the window. The jump would kill me. I'm joking. It's way too high. I'll kill myself if I jump. I gotta find something else. The apartment is already in flames. I gotta move fast if I want to get it alive. I don't want to die here. Not now, not like this. I know where Sean Mars is. I've got to call that FBI guy, Jaden. He's the only one I can trust. He'll be able to save him.
My name is Madison Page. You don't know me. I'm a journalist. We don't have much time, so listen carefully. Ethan Mars is innocent. The killer's name is Scott Shelby. Sean Mars is at 852 Theodore Roosevelt Road. You got all that?
Wait, I know of this already. I'm on my way to the warehouse. I gotta go.
An abandoned warehouse by the old docks. The perfect place if you don't want to be disturbed. Sean? Where's Sean? There's nobody around. Shelby must think I died in a fire. Let's hope I'm not too late.
Sean? Sean, hang on. I'll get you out.
Did you find Sean Mars?
He's stuck in the well. He's drowning. Quick, help me get him out of here.
Christ. Hang on, kid. I'll get you out of there. Shit. He's not breathing. He's not breathing.
Go ahead. Oh.
Oh, you're okay, Sean. You're okay. You're safe now. You're safe.
There was general relief this morning when the police announced that they had found Sean Mars alive more than 4 days after his disappearance. Mars had been imprisoned in a well by the man known as the Origami Killer. The successful resolution of this case was made possible only by the bravery and tenacity of Norman Jayden, an FBI profiler brought in to help local police. State-of-the-art technology and his own investigator's flair allowed him to track down the killer. Our main headline today: it is reported that the police have identified the man thought to be the Origami Killer. Scott Shelby, 48, is a former police lieutenant who claimed to be a private eye hired by the families of the killer's victims. Shelby was killed during a massive police operation, but further details have not yet been released to the public.
You're free to go.
Dad!
Sean has been waiting to see you for weeks. I thought you might like him to be here as soon as you got out. Ethan, I'm sorry.
Promise you'll never leave me again, Dad.
I promise, son. I never will again.
13 Sergeant 1 Essential.
Our next guest is rumored to be about to receive a Pulitzer Prize for her remarkable series of investigative articles about the Origami Killer case. Showing incredible courage, her daring intervention led to the arrest of the country's most wanted criminal and saved the life of a little boy. This evening, I welcome a woman who might well be the true definition of a heroine for the ages, Madison Paige. Good evening. Thank you for agreeing to talk with us. Now, you've been described as being both determined and tenacious. Two qualities, no doubt, that were needed to see you through the dark hours of this unbelievable story. Were you afraid at any time?
Thank you, Miss Page. I really admire you for what you've done.
Thank you.
For John, please. We need more journalists like you, Miss Page. It's a good thing you were there to catch that bastard.
Thank you. What's your name?
Vincent. Excellent investigation, Miss Page. You are one brave lady. You deserve a better adversary. Somebody more ferocious.
Our guest today is on the cover of Today's World magazine this week and has been hailed by the whole nation as a new hero for our times. Astonishingly, he almost single-handedly ended the sinister series of killings by the man known as the Origami Killer and saved the life of young Shaun Mars. His determination, courage, and intelligence have won our admiration. Norman Jayden. Good evening.
I want to see them again.
I'm a father, too.